Warlock patron idea. While putting your favorite condiment on a sandwich, you accidentally make a magical occult symbol and summon a demon. You suddenly take out 2 more slices of bread out of the package and make another sandwich. You put it on a plate with a handful of potato chips and hand it over to the demon. He takes the sandwich, smiles, and vanishes in a puff of demonic smoke. The next day, you get that job promotion you were after. There was no contract, no word spoken. You owe nothing. Every now and then, another demon pops in for lunch. Demons don't often get homemade sandwiches.
Sometimes we demons, the only thing that we need is just some food, honestly, yes. We don't need a lot, just give us some food, some good food.
Hi YouTube, welcome back in hell. My name is Cypress and today we'll be watching some PunkeyDoodles. This is Fractured Fairytales and Faulty Folklore, a PunkeyDoodles mashup, and the audio is by Zack Speaks Giant. But before we start the video, I would like to remind you all that the Lucy plushie is available until January 3rd, 2026. So if you would like to have your very own Lucy plushie, please go to makeshift.com.
Serial killer in your town. Unfortunately for them, you are a necromancer, and you are having fun driving that maniac insane. Okay, listen. I need you to do me a favor. Okay. So the guy who killed you has actually killed a lot of people in town. Why has no one noticed? I'm glad you asked. It's because every time I bring them back. Now listen, dying had to suck, right? Right. But I fixed it, and I will continue fixing it. So please, don't tell the cops about the serial killer.
What? He's just gonna go around?
No, I get it. Listen, I understand. You don't want them to hurt more people.
Yes.
But listen, I will keep fixing it, right?
But doesn't this actually help the serial killer, I think? Because the serial killer kills them, but then you go and come here and you unkill people. So there's no evidence anymore. No one knows. No. I mean, unless you're... Okay, wait. There are serial killers that actually want people to know about them, I guess. And if he is that kind of serial killer, this will be very annoying. If he's not, then you're just helping him.
Listen, insane.
Yes,
Listen, when
it's
they see you again tomorrow, wouldn't it be so funny?
No,
if you
wouldn't.
acted like nothing happened, just to f with them, right?
No.
Fairytales and fantasy, 2 types of people go in towers, princesses and wizards. Princesses are placed there against their will or with the intention of keeping them safe. This is very different from wizards who seek out towers to hone their sorcery in solitude. I would like a story where a princess is placed in an abandoned tower that used to belong to a wizard, and so she spends long years learning the craft of wizardry from the scraps left behind.
Yo, that would actually be so cool.
And becomes the most powerful magic wielder the world has seen in centuries, bursts out of the tower and wreaks glorious, bloody vengeance on the fools that imprisoned her. That would be my kind of story.
I love that, yes. I'm all in for
Goth
it.
in the woods that keeps answering the door and sighing, going, "No, I'm not the witch. He lives over there." It's across the street to a dazzling...
Man, I love it. I love it when characters are like totally not what you expected them to be, looks and aesthetic-wise.
A pretty boy wearing a gold waistcoat who's waving excitedly at them. This happens 268 times a month.
268 times? That's crazy! How many times a day is that?
You talk to animals, people burst into song around you, and it seems every other day a Prince Charming type falls madly in love with you as one of the most feared enforcers in New York. It's tough, but you make it work.
What?
No, he squeals on his knees and shake it. Your finger tightens around the trigger. A little birdie told me.
It knocks on the goth lady's door and says she's here to find love. The goth sighs, points across the road and says, "The witch is over there. He doesn't do love potions because consent, but he might be able to make you prettier, although 90% of the time it turns out the spell didn't do anything but make you more confident." Maiden blushes and sheepishly explains that she knows he's the witch. She just talked to him and he sent her over here. Goth looks over her shoulder to see the Kimber witch standing outside his house giving her a grin and a double thumbs up.
The witch is so nice. I hope they end up together. I hope it works out.
Warlock patron idea. While putting your favorite condiment on a sandwich, you accidentally make a magical occult symbol and summon a demon. You suddenly take out 2 more slices of bread out of the package and make another sandwich. You put it on a plate with a handful of potato chips and hand it over to the demon. He takes the sandwich, smiles, and vanishes in a puff of demonic smoke. The next day, you get that job promotion you were after. There was no contract, no word spoken. You owe nothing. Every now and then, another demon pops in for lunch. Demons don't often get homemade sandwiches.
Sometimes we demons, the only thing that we need is just some food, honestly, yes. We don't need a lot, just give us some food, some good food.
Character concept. Woman makes deal with demon to have its child in exchange for eternal life or some shit. Woman then makes deal with witch and offers her firstborn for, like, riches or something. Woman dumps demon baby on witch, absconds with her winnings,
And I feel like the
which... Actually, don't I usually ask for the thing that you, like, something that you really care about? Or not? Actually, I don't know.
Leaves witch and demon fighting for custody. Half demon baby
Witch and demon fighting for custody.
grows up learning magic and visiting hell on weekends and every second Christmas. I think it would be very funny for like characters in a fantasy setting to walk into a pub to try to order and the bartender sighs and goes, species and age, while pulling out a massive book holding the drinking age for every type of species capable of purchasing alcohol. Hey, my hot water doesn't work. Landlord. Not my domain. Firelord. No mine. What? Waterlord, rising up out of the sink. Who dares disrupt the mighty Waterlord, god of the seven seas? I do. My hot water doesn't work. Oh, for real? I'll call the plumber. Hello, sir. May I have your name? No, you may not have my name, but you may call me John. Sir, this is a DMV, and I am not a fae. Oh, then you wouldn't mind holding this iron horseshoe, right?
Oh.
I took Elvish in school and I fucking hated it. The teacher was like 700 years old and he'd take us on field trips to sit on the banks of a babbling brook and watch the fall of sunlight through the leaves. My friends in Spanish class were like conjugating verbs and shit, and meanwhile I was in an old growth forest being...
Why is he saying it as if the other thing is a lot of fun? I mean, maybe for some people that's a lot of fun. I guess for me that's not a lot of fun.
overcome with awe at the sight of a majestic stag. Like, yeah, Mr. Autumnheart, when are we gonna learn, like, any grammar?
Why would you need grammar when you... What? I would love this class!
To the murmur of the wind and the treetops.
I would love to
and you
listen
shall
to it.
find the grammar you seek. Like, fuck, dude, your pedagogy leaves much to be desired. Werewolf, about to devour me. Me, makes throwing motion. Did you just pretend to toss a ball hoping I'd chase it so you could escape?
Wow. It doesn't work?
No? I'll be right back.
I knew it! I knew it!
So you see, said the royal advisor, wringing his hands, the curse states that the princess will die on the night before her 25th birthday. Hang on, said the princess. On the night before? The advisor nodded grimly. So what you're saying is that until that one specific date, I am effectively immortal. Technically, yes, but then the king stammered.
No.
How, said the princess, who was 16 and did not possess amazing impulse control. I'm gonna go teach myself how to juggle chainsaws while hang gliding over shark-infested waters. Catch you chuckleheads later.
Oh god.
They get such a bad rap. I'm not going to steal your soul. I'm going to purchase it at fair market value. Don't be so dramatic.
You're gonna
The fact
purchase
that the
it?
current going rate of a human soul is roughly 1 enchanted pastry is really more of a you prop. Okay.
I think more than a little.
Ordinary kid falls into fantasy realm. Ordinary kid gets told by local fairies he's the chosen one. Told he needs to defeat the evil wizard. Immediately gets his ass killed. First fairy to second fairy. You really gotta stop telling them that. Well, sooner or later it's bound to be true for one of these little fuckers.
Hey, you know what? True.
The rest of the series turns out to
True.
be about the amoral adventures of these two fairies. Concept. Fairy tale with a wicked step-parent, who is of course also some sort of warlock, transforms the princess into a swan, as one does, but rather than running off to mope around in a lake and be beautifully tragic, the princess decides to stick around the palace and cause problems on purpose. It's a lovely day in the palace, and you are horrible goose.
I mean, honestly, if I would be turned into a fucking goose and I'm a princess, why the fuck would I not stay in the palace? I'm gonna make them know that I'm that prince. I don't know how I would do it, but I would stick around and try to figure out how to tell them.
Demon appears. Hello, lover.
Oh.
All look at the part. Okay, rude. I've never seen this demon before in my life. No, my ex is referring to me.
Oh, wait, is it Angel?
Seriously? You're that surprised. I keep saying I wasn't always a member of the clergy.
Oh, okay. I mean, everyone has a past.
A fantasy series where the court wizard is treated and portrayed just like an IT guy. Court wizard fixing the queen's magic mirror. Has the attempted cleansing and reapplying the runes anew? Court wizard finally fixes the magic mirror and sees the reflection of the queen reciting, "Show me beautiful forest nymphs. Show me where to find beautiful forest nymphs. Show me local witches willing to summon beautiful forest nymphs. Show me beautiful witches."
This is fucking Google!
The librarian leans in close. Books unavailable to the average citizen, Warlock? I believe I can help you. She leads you through winding halls until you come to a tiny doorway. Surreptitiously, she slips a small key into the lock and motions you in. Torches flicker, and as your eyes adjust to the light, you see that the room is full, floor to ceiling, with gnome
Short
erotica.
king, big swing, flesh garden, dick deep, tiny hands, the gnome zone, under the bush, lawn of lost, garden of Eden.
Is this the result of a failed skill check?
What is this?
DM, at the bar you see a cloaked, hunched-over man. He wears a crown of bone and blade, surrounded by 3 sentient rings of fire. His arm is made of steel.
Who else is in the tavern?
There's a goblin named Sam Smorkle.
He's cute.
I want to talk to Sam Smorkle. Arrow funks into rogue. Barbarian. Look, a note. It says, "I, Ranger, have joined your party." Yay! No! Arrow funks into rogue.
Whoa.
This note says, "By the way, if I wanted the rogue dead, the rogue would be dead."
But why are you shooting the rogue?
The druid turns into kangaroo. Oh, that's such a cute animal form. Thanks, it has pockets. At the ADHD wizard meeting. Sometimes I just find it difficult to hocus focus.
I also find it difficult to hocus focus sometimes.
Bracadaderol? It's a material component for spells requiring concentration. Beast, you must live with me in this castle for the rest of your days. The food is free? Yes. But you see, I don't have to pay rent? I think you're missing kind of the point of... And there's a library? Sign me the fuck up, roomie. Please leave. Hey, so how far does your all-seeing sight extend exactly? The many-eyed creature in my basement.
Are you asking because you tripped on your own shoelaces in the foyer and fell on your face?
Oh, so you saw that. The many-eyed creature trying to be nice.
No.
Reincarnation is a known, common, and expected result of death. You are a bounty hunter that specializes in tracking down people who have committed suicide to escape debts or a jail sentence. Hey, it's a girl, the doctor exclaimed. The fucking tax dodger is what it is. Blaze, the Flame Hogan, bursts into the infirmary, cocking his shotgun. This baby owes $440 million to the government. So what's your speciality? Stealth. Paladin. Me too. In that armor? Yeah, we just have different styles. For example, I use heavy stealth.
Heavy
Which
stuff?
is, nobody can see you if there are no witnesses. I want a movie about a ghost becoming increasingly desperate to haunt a family, but they have cats, and so the poor dear goes completely ignored. Buying cats with loud upstairs neighbors for maximum ghost frustration. Someone could break into my apartment and just start smashing things, and I'd assume it's either the cat or the neighbors, and not even look up from my phone.
Hi, Rat. I just cast Speak with Animals so I can ask you about this dungeon.
Do you understand how terrifying this is for both of us?
Who is speaking to you?
Am I the same being I was before? Have I become something else?
What?
Are there orcs in the next room? Or...
Welcome, mortal, to the end of existence. Oh, it's you again. Hi. Big weekend? You betcha. Did you redecorate? Oh my god, yes. Thanks for noticing. Oh, getting healed. Tell Nancy I say hi. See you next week.
Tell Nancy I said hi.
Character concept.
Oh, they're
Barbarian who
friends.
was not the chosen one and couldn't draw the sword from the stone. Instead, they just lift the whole thing and use it as a big hammer. Got a really good idea for a D&D character I'll never get to use. It's a talking horse. You'd think this had come with some kind of magical backstory about getting turned into one, but turns out they were just born that way. You find out that the mother was a centaur, their father is a horse-headed minotaur, and they have a sister who's a perfectly normal human. They're a rogue thief because nobody expects a horse is the culprit. You're an orc guard in a fully garrisoned and protected fortress 2 miles into a mountain. You're standing post and suddenly you hear a knock outside the door. You know you're not authorized to move from your post, but your curiosity overtakes you and you open the door. A horse is standing there. As your brain races to think of some explanation for the sudden and unexpected presence of the horse, it leans in and whispers, "No one will ever believe you."
I already saw that
Xander
short
whispers.
specifically, but it's still funny.
No one will ever believe you. Hi! If you like the video, please make sure that you like it and subscribe to my channel and turn on notification bell if you want to see more of it. I also go live on Twitch and on this YouTube channel, so come join us sometimes. Bye!